Welcome back to another video, and today is the start of a new series that I'm going to do on this channel. Now, a lot of YouTubers already do this, but I thought, hey, it's a pretty good series, and I like the concept of it, so I'm going to do it on this channel. So if you can't tell by the title, we're going to be doing best class setups for certain guns. Now, I already have the KRM shotgun, if I can find it. There she is. I already have that Prestige 2 maxed level, so I have every single attachment unlocked. This is not about the KRM though, that's for another video. Today, we're on about the Kuda. Now, I hope you like the little paint job that I've done for this. Literally, it's just the purple 50% opacity with the sunshine camo underneath. And you just have to admit, it just looks nice. I mean, it looks alright with monochrome and ice, it doesn't really show up. Swindler, yeah, it looks alright, but sunshine, it just adds a new tint to the gun. But we're not on about paint jobs or anything today. We're on about the attachments. Now, you may be wondering, what the hell have you done to the grip? Well, I've got the Mongoose variant for both the rapid fire and grip. I admit, the grip, it's not the grip, the rapid fire, sorry, it's kind of subtle, but the grip is really nice. So, the attachments, now one of these is optional, but I like it just because it's there. And one of which you'll need, but I can't have at this point, because I'm level 26, as you can see, not level 28. So I'm not going to go into Gunsmith, because then it'll make it look like I don't actually have those attachments. So I want to make this seem legitimate. Now, so, ELO, it's the optional one. You can have a sight if you want. You don't need to, but I just like the ELO in general, because then it reminds you, wait, I've done this. I've got this gun maxed. If the kill counter near the butt of the gun doesn't tell you already. So what you'll need definitely for this is a grip. First off, this allows you to have less recoil when aiming down the sights, and really, if you look at the accuracy and compare that to, say, the VMP, and the VMP only has moderate recoil, mind you, and 3 is moderate, apparently, on SMGs, so, you know, it's got quite balanced accuracy, so already it's quite good. Now, you'll need the grip, definitely, for this, the rapid fire. Rapid fire you want so you can hit the enemies quicker before they actually start shooting at you. So you could still be spraying and praying at them, and then already you've got the head start because you're using rapid fire, shooting quicker than the enemy. And grip, if you're aiming down the sights, steadies the gun while you're using rapid fire, because if you just look at rapid fire alone, it kind of it does tip the accuracy down a bit. And now I'm going to have to put Mongoose back on and then a grip back on. That was stupid. And then long barrel, so you can get those longer range kills. So it can help with long range, the long shot medals if you're trying to get those. I mean, right now I'm trying to get this gold. I just need 11 more headshots. I like how I can just think of this maths on the fly, whereas in an actual lesson I struggle with that. Because it's a pressured situation, so you're like, okay, I've got to work this out, If I screw this up, I'm going to get laughed at. Me, personally, here I can just think, yep, that's on the fly. Boom, done. I don't know what I'm saying. And the last thing you'll need, and this is just my personal opinion here, is the extended mag. Now, of course, I can't put that on because I need that. Of course, I can't have it. So, overall, if you put all these attachments on, now I'm just going to... You never saw a thing. 1 minute. This is so professional. Long barrel. So overall your gun should look like this, and now I'm just going to put my paint job on because I can. There, boom. So overall your gun should look like this. The extended mag is just there so you can remain shooting for long, because the rapid fire will burn through your ammunition, so you need to have more to stay in the gunfight for longer. Like I said, the sight, it is optional whether or not you want it. The iron sights are really nice to look down on this gun, and in a way it does help line up the headshots a lot better. However, if you want to be even more pinpoint accurate, I would recommend either using a recon or an ELO sight, or if you just want to go absolutely mad, use the Bear X3 because, Jesus Christ, I've never seen anyone use that in a game. But if you want to go mad with the Kuda, try that because it does help you see those further ranges and makes use of the long barrel a bit more. However, if you want to get close range kills a bit more, ELO or reflex or no sight at all is probably the way to go. If you're going for medium gun fights, I'd probably recommend going for the Recon. If you're going for somewhere between medium and long range, I'd go for the BOA3 because it does go up to a certain moderate range and it does work very close range. So that is just the attachments. If you want to move on to perks, of course, and I know probably most of you are bored now, but, you know, if you've stayed watching this far, thank you very much. So, if you're like me and going for headshots, you want this to be gold, you want this to go well, Sixth Sense is something you'll definitely need, because it allows you to detect... I was about to say zombies there. It allows you to detect enemies either above you, near you, or if you're on a floor above them, below you, by putting up little red indicators on your minimap. Fast Hands allows you to switch faster, well, your weapons faster and aim quicker after sprinting. So this is quite useful if you're on a hectic map and you really need to get into those gunfights quickly. And I went for Blast Suppressor just because I like being silent on the map, but for the purpose of this gun, I would recommend using Gung Ho, because then it allows you to hipfire a weapon with more accuracy, and allows you to throw grenades. In this case, I would recommend either using a concussion or an EMP, so it disorientates your enemies temporarily, or for that matter then, concussion, shock charge, flashbang, or EMP, because then your enemies are slightly disorientated, so you can immediately get the jump on them, pretty much throw it, and then just mantle something and start shooting them. If you're on a map like Metro, for example, where if they're camping in one of the rooms, you could throw a concussion in through the window, mantle over the window, and immediately get the jump on them, and potentially get a bloodthirsty just out of that room. But that is just my recommendation for the Kuda. I know that many of you may have your own preferences of what to have on it, so please tell me what your preferences are in the comment section below. Slight technical difficulty. Right, okay, don't know what happened. Anyway, if you have your own preferences on what you like to put on the Kuda, tell me in the comment section below. I am going to be so happy to hear what you have to say about it. If you enjoyed this series, enjoy this video, and want the series to keep going, smash that like button. And if you didn't enjoy today's video, dislike the button and hit the dislike button and tell me why in the comment section below so I can improve it for next time. And if you want to see more of this series or more of my content, please hit that subscribe button and to stay up to date with all my latest videos. I upload a couple of times a week, and on a weekend I do a series. This series that I'm currently doing on a weekend, like, campaign-wise, is the Nightmare mode on Black Ops 3. So, thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.